Well, it's Friday, another beautiful day. Boy, we had a few of them. Very windy yesterday, but calmer today. I got up early and did some more gardening, and what I've done is I've actually planted the lime plant here, this is the mulch left over from the stump grinding. So there's quite a big mound of mulch that was created, what was left of the remnant of the Cuban royals. And the other Cuban royal was over there, and that's where the lemon tree's been planted. And that's the berry there, and I didn't even bother watering it today because I think I don't want to overwater it. I think it's still fairly damp there where I gave it a couple of buckets of water yesterday. Gave one bucket of water for both of them, and I think that soaked up pretty well. So I think, yeah, it's all going well. It's nice to have three trees in the front yard now. I'll take a while to grow, although the lemon tree is already creating fruit, so that's pretty impressive. It's got 2 pieces of fruit already growing on it, so yeah, I'm very happy with Branches Nursery. I think it's an excellent business, and I sort of like the way they deliver their plants in a horse float. It's a nice, quirky addition, and so yeah, so I'm very, very happy with them. And if they, well, there's the bus, so that's perfect timing. And where's the dogs gone? Usually get a bloody chorus of dogs going crazy. Yeah, I'm going down to Smithfield. I've got to just get some provisions, and I've also got to go and pick up whatever that item is that's at the post office on the way back. And I was supposed to catch up with Lynn at about 5 o'clock tonight. We'll see how we go. Oh, there's one of the dogs. Oh, it's obviously covering for the others that are on strike. I bet you there's still a dog that barks near the bus stop though. Anyway, yeah, so I just got to go to Smithfield, go to Woolworths, and go to the chemist, and go to Dan Murphy, pick up more gin. So, like I say, beautiful day for it. Yeah, I felt quite flushed after doing a bit of digging this morning. I didn't do nearly as much work as I did the previous morning, but it is a good time of the day to get out and do that stuff. So I've got still got to plant something. I've got 4 more plants left to do. I've got the ferns, and I've got the sour sop. That's got to go in the rear of the house. I'm thinking about getting more shrubs to create privacy down the back. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see how it all goes. But yes, I've still got a bit of work to do. I've got like 4 plants to plant. I'm not sure if I'll do the tree fern straight away and the palm, but the sour sop I will plant. That's an exotic fruit plant, quite interesting. The one with the white pulpy flesh in the fruit. It sounds sort of like durian, but not as offensive by the sound of things, so that'll be good. So it's apparently quite a nice tropical fruit, and it only grows well in the tropics, so perfect sort of plants to have here. And like I said, I'm pretty happy with the advice I got from Matt at the nursery. He seemed to know what he's talking about. He's pretty well steered me the right way, so they'll definitely get return business from me, unless of course all the trees I plant die instantly. Hopefully not. It's lovely here. As I say, I'm getting close to the bus stop, so there'll probably be another dog going crazy, so I might leave it at this. I don't know if I've got much more to say, except that basically there was some information on demographics, how much I think it's changed since COVID, and there's been a net migration to Queensland of 0.09%. This is by far the biggest of any state. Well, here I stand at the temporary bus stop, which is actually further away from the post office, which is down there, than normally, because they're doing roadworks there. I kid you not, I reckon they've been working on that road for about over a month. It's taking forever. It's ridiculous. I don't know what the hold-up is there, but this is an item that should have been delivered to my door yesterday, and they left a note instead, and so I had to go to the inconvenience of breaking my trip, going to the PO box and picking this thing up and then having to tote it back home. Just ridiculous. So really angry about this, because it's just, this is how it was before, and they improved and they started delivering. Now it's back to the bad old days, unfortunately. Some days it doesn't pay to get up this delivery at Australia Post, because the courier didn't knock on my door. And on top of it, this item is broken, as you can see. At least one of the pots is broken. I think, no, more than one. At least two of the 6 pots are broken. There may be more. I'll have to investigate. Pretty ordinary, to say the least. It's Sunday, quite a windy Sunday. Not bad weather-wise as far as the temp is concerned. It's a bit of sun. It's been quite a pleasant day, but quite windy. It's certainly bending my capsicum plants, but the really good news is that I've actually detected that the capsicums are starting to form. Where are they? I can see. It's bashful. There definitely is a capsicum there that is growing. You've got the flowers as well. This one here, definitely, I had to transplant this one, so this might have a bit of a setback. It was a bit pot bound. It was in a too small a pot, and I've actually, one of the 10 pots I bought from the Branches nursery, I put into those, so I've been getting into that, and they're all the capsicums, and they're looking quite healthy. There's flowers there anyway, so that will produce capsicums, so that's good news. These ones are just flowers, decorative, and I'll put them out the front, I think. But what I did do yesterday was finally get round to planting the last of the fruit trees that I've got, and so that makes 4 in total, which basically makes up for the ones I had to get removed, the dead palm, I think it was a Cuban, I don't know if it was a Cuban Royal, but it was up in the corner there, and that was the one that was dead and had to be removed, so that's gone. The rubber tree, the big rubber tree, is gone. So it's denuded the backyard quite a bit, and the 2 Cuban Royals in the front. So what I've started to do now is I've got to put some plants along here, because as you can see right into my neighbour's backyard, which I don't want to do. They're not impressed and I'm not impressed. But so what I've actually done is I've actually planted the Sour Sop tree, which will be hopefully do well there. So I've used the same basic formula, except for one thing. I didn't bother putting any cardboard down, because as you can see, the surface here is fairly denuded of grass. That's the least of my worries. So I just basically built up a mound on the ground there, using the same combination of the good quality soil plus a bit of cow manure, and then I've just put mulch around the top there to retain moisture. Hopefully it'll do well. It becomes quite a large tree, so we'll see how it all goes, but it'll certainly provide a bit of privacy, because this is quite an open area here. I might put some shrubs right along here. Just I'm not sure if I want to get rid of the rest of the palm trees. Probably not. I don't want to go crazy. I certainly want to keep some foliage here. But if I add some nice flowering shrubs, that could work out well down there. I'm going to have to rejuvenate this area here with the soil. I think it just needs a lot more material, but I'll do that. I'll just put more layers of material on there. I've already put a little bit of the cow manure in, but I'll just keep adding to it. Funnily enough, my mints look healthy, but they've got small leaves. It's the same thing that happened to the Vietnamese mint. I got tiny leaves there as well, so not quite sure what the story is there, but yeah, a bit weird. I mean, I'm no great green thumb, so I'm just guessing as I'm going along. I'm very happy with the tomatoes though. They are looking quite healthy. This is flowering again. This has got the thickest stem. It's the most developed, and there's definitely fruit growing on this particular one. And again, hard for me to, well, there they are. See, they're quite large. This is actually a cherry tomato plant, so they probably won't get that big. I'll just have to make sure I pick them before they get too ripe, because once they go red, of course, the birds will spot them, and that'll be the end of that. So the only other option, well, I only got two other options, I guess, is I could take the plant indoors. It's only a small plant, while the fruit's basically ripening, or alternatively put something over like a mesh, sort of a light mesh type thing around there, so the birds can't grab the fruit. That's another option. But look, I'm really happy I've finally got that Sour Sop planted, and I'll just get some more plants from the nursery when I've got time. I'll probably be I might go down there next Friday, or I might make it the week after, because I just don't know when they're going to deliver, so I just got to work it out that way. Anyway, so that's worked out well. The other thing I did too was I've got the seed trays there pretty well empty now. I'm going to get some more seed raising mix if I want to use these. They seem to work fairly well, so maybe I will. And I've just basically, today I got some more tomato plants that germinated in the seed trays, and I've transferred them. This time it's the new potting mix that I got from Northside Raw Materials, so we'll see how that holds up compared to the Osmocote I've got. If it turns out to be as good as the Osmocote, well, I'll just buy that stuff, because it's so much cheaper to buy in bulk. And I'm starting to use that cart, the garden cart. It's becoming quite useful, and so that's all going well. Just getting into it, get more serious about my gardening. The other thing, I get a lot of moisture retention down here in the wet season. Just here it gets very, very wet. What I'm thinking is actually building up the soil level up this end so that it slopes towards the drain at the front. So in other words, just put more earth down here and have it tapering down towards the front. That way I won't have to dig, they won't have to dig a drain. It'll just naturally flow to the front of the house. I think that would be a good solution. I've got to put material down there anyway on that side, because I always intended to have either raised beds or just put soil down there, and on this side to have the pathway. So those are my options basically. Yeah, just a bit of a lazy Sunday that I didn't actually do any work before I had a shower today, so it has been a bit of a lazy Sunday for me. Yeah, so I'm just hoping that it all goes well. The only other thing I've really got to do is actually transplant the palm that I bought. That in that little pot there, it actually got tossed about in the wind. I need a bigger pot. I've got the bigger pot. Actually, where should be just here? Where'd I put it? I've definitely got a bigger pot for it anyway, and I'll transfer it across to that big pot. And I'll use, I'm not quite sure which material I use, whether I'll just be the earth here, or I'll use the good garden vegetable variety. Not sure, haven't made that decision yet, but it definitely needs a bigger pot for that particular palm in between those ferns there. So ferns are looking good so far, but again, it's early days, so I'm just concerned they might be getting too much sun. I've just got to be careful where I place them. So yeah, that's basically it. There's plenty for me to do. I've got a stack of seeds that I've got to plant. I'm going to have to buy myself, I reckon, about, I don't know, maybe another 30 pots or something. I've got so many seeds to plant. I enjoy it. I enjoy propagating the stuff. It's good, but I just have to basically go into overdrive on it, and I'll run out of dirt eventually anyway. But they're pretty reasonably priced, the branches, the actual pots, so that'd be the way to go. I also, yeah, as you can see on the video there, I put in a report to Kmart. Well, I also put in a report to Kmart about the broken pots, so we'll see what happens there. Funnily enough, they seem to have sent 4 out of 6 of the ceramic pots that I'd ordered in that particular consignment, and with the a toilet brush which also has a ceramic bowl. That was fine, that was intact. It was just 2 of those, 2 of the 4 ceramic pots had actually been shattered. And whether that was because of the carelessness of the courier, it's possible. I just don't know. But anyway, I've sent messages to them, and I've also sent a message to Australia Post about people not telling me that they're there. And obviously it happens a lot because they've got a separate category for it in the complaints area. So yeah, I think that says it all. Anyway, it's like I say, not a quiet, lazy Sunday. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you, or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great.